You want to make sure that you get all the little splinters of metal that might be sticking up. Get those smoothed down. I have been doing art of some kind pretty much as soon as I could hold a crayon. I loved to draw when I was a kid. I started drawing portraits when I was a teenager. So I've done a lot of things, but when I started doing jewelry, I felt like I found my voice. I like to make rings because I like to wear rings. Rings are one of the only forms of jewelry that you can see yourself without looking in the mirror. You can see it while you're wearing it. So just spin this around until the ends are flush. Can't see any space between there. Then you're good to solder. Fire! Some people hate soldering. I love soldering. It just, I guess you don't like soldering if you have trouble with it. And once you understand the principles, I just find it so fun. There's definite principles that come in play much more when you're soldering something very small to something very big. And you really are not going to have success if all you do is just try to focus the heat right on the seam. It's not how it works. With sterling, because of the copper, the heat dissipates, and you have to make sure that the whole piece, the entire thing, gets up to the right temperature. Sometimes you have to control your flame a little bit more. This happens to be fine silver, which will melt much quicker than sterling silver. I have the most experience probably working with sterling silver. It's pretty much what you learn on. It's not nearly as expensive as gold. But making a 22 karat gold bezel is sweet, and it's just wonderful to work with. Absolutely. It just moves when you need it to move. And then when you're done, it's solid. It's just a dream to work with. Fingers are not truly round. If you look at your fingers down the ends, you'll realize they're actually kind of square. So I started doing square ring bands. Sometimes a perfectly symmetrical circle is not the answer for a ring band, especially when you have somebody that has arthritis. A more square ring band allows greater circumference when you turn it so it's a diamond shape. It lets it pass over an enlarged knuckle much better, and then the straight sides of it in between the other fingers keep a ring with a really large stone, keep it from rocking around. A circular band would shift around and be awkward. The more square band, it stays in place. As you can tell, once you get me talking about jewelry and art, it's really hard for me to shut up.